Hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Inosela here. So today I'm going to be telling you guys about me, more about me, myself and I. For those who do not know me, today you will get to know just a bit about me, like basic stuff. Okay, so let me start by telling you my full name, which is Innocentia Bagaswela. I'm from Mpumalanga, Hazyview, Sand River Trust, Kamajiga, kwatiwa ngokuthi kusegame. Okay, and I'm a mother of two boys. I have siblings, four siblings, which are based at home. Back at home with my parents, both my parents. And my older sister, she's married, living with the husband and the kids, but still back a Hazyview in Mpumalanga. Then another thing that I can tell you about me, school. I went to primary back Kamajiga, Ekaya. Then from there I changed schools 3 times. Well, obviously from a high school. So from grade 8 I went to one school, a certain school. Grade 7 I went to a different school. Then from grade 8, one school. Grade 9, a different school. Then from grade 10, I went to another school which was called Sepran van der Kerk. It was an Afrikaans and English school. Well, it still is, but my first language was English and my second language was Afrikaans. But guys, Afrikaans yami iyaphetha. Afrikaans has never liked me and I don't like it, but so see even yabo. So I Afrikaans, I honestly do not know it. I only know the basics, but mina ukhuluma Afrikaans ngiyaphetha guys. Okay, then that's one of the things. Right from high school I went to university. I did a national diploma in public relations. I'm a graduate in public relations, but I've never practiced it. I've practiced it. I've never worked as a PR practitioner. I wanted to so bad, but unfortunately I did not get that opportunity to work as one. And it's been so long since I graduated, which was in 2015, between 2014 and 15. So you can just imagine, I mean, where do I even start, Manch? I'd still love to do it. I'd still love to, maybe be a freelancer as a PR or, PR officer or I don't know, something. But hey, it's a born, I will see. Okay, then from there I did some part-time jobs. I was once an extra. We have a lot of people who also knows me from TV na, but uyabona back emakhaya ne, whenever people bangibona TV they were like, yo girl celebrity phela ngisho banga-understand ukuthi yini extra. I-celebrity u-actor ku-generations simbona isidingo hey ku-7 bona. I'm like, yes, girl uku-TV. Then I also did promotions. Well, I was still young, so I wanted to, I've always been that person. I've always been that independent person from high school. I actually I worked for the very, very first time. When I started working, I was 16, between 15 and 16. I worked part-time as a waitress at Spur. The reason why I still love Spur until today, even though most people were like, asisithandi Spur, yini hayi nina manga. And it sounds because it's always packed, because it's affordable. Then in Funugus but it's Spur for me now. It's the best. It's always been the best. I still love it until today. I do take my kids there for their birthdays, and I do whenever when I feel like going out for lunch, supper. We do go out there with my family, and I love it. I won't lie. I love Spur. So that was my first job, working as a waitress at Spur. Then when I came to Gauteng in 2018, I completed matric in 2017. I was 17. 2017, 16, 2017, I was 17. Then 2007, wow, okay. 2007. Don't mind me. It was in 2007. That's when I completed matric. I was 17. 2008, I came to Gauteng for the very first time. I came to Gauteng. I was 18 then. I actually went to some college, which I really didn't like because I hadn't found or admitted into the school that I wanted to go to. So I opted to going to some community college. It was in the Vaal. I was there for like 4 or 5 months. N4. N4, yeah. But I knew that it wasn't it was not something that I liked. It really wasn't something that I liked. So when we started with my exams, examinations, I remember there was something that happened. There was this teacher. If a student allayed, or if you couldn't answer a question, then my turn came. Because I remember I've always said, you know what, if she dares try to do that to me, that's not going to happen. A high school, like, we did not have that, what is it called, that punishment, corporal punishment. There was no such. Then manje, it's a tertiary and this is going to happen, or no, it's a college and Bafuno that's not happening with me. I'm sorry. Then Itanium came. I was late to go that class on that day, and she actually wanted to do that. She wanted to hit me on my hand, and I told her straight, no, that's not happening with me. And I remember for the very first time, because most people used to, well, even now, they're like, yo, man, I was so sweetie with your sweet, soft voice, yeah. So most people, they don't even think that I can shout. Girl, I can shout. Yeah. So Afnogung Shaya, and I refused, and she was like, out of my class. I was like, with pleasure. And that was, the last of me. I never went back. And mind you, that was during exam time. So I feel like, you know what, every time I plan to do something always happens, man, to push me into making that decision, because I didn't want to be there anymore. But I needed to find that push, and that was the push that I got. So that's how I dropped out. And I went back home to actually tell my parents that I dropped out, and I gave them the reasons for that decision, which one of the reasons was that it's not doing it for me. I mean, it's a college, but I get lecturers asking me to teach the other students, especially when it came to a computer and a communications, that actually asked me to stand up and be like an acting lecturer. And I was like, but that's not something that I want. I'm here to learn. I would like to learn something that I'm not familiar with. I would like to learn something new, something that I would enjoy. So I really did not enjoy. So I decided to drop out. But my dad and I had a bit of a problem, because I was a liker of things, nani. So he wasn't convinced that, Sensha is capable of being in Gauteng on her own. But I was like, hey, Papa, gunzima, but I know what I want. And I came back. I'm not going to obviously go into detail regarding that. That's not what my video is about. But yeah, it's part of the things that happened. And I came back to Joburg. Then that's when I actually started with EPR again. When I enrolled in a UNISA, being corresponder, but then we also had my options of attending classes. So I was kind of like full-time in a way, because I attended Monday to Friday, sometimes even until Saturday. So I attended throughout my 3 years of actually studying through UNISA, doing my qualification. So yeah, I used to carry my bags, walking in school, so I was, that student who attended full time, even though it's a part-time institution. And I graduated. Yes, so I hold a national diploma in PR. Then, what else would you guys like to know about me? All right. Then I'm also going to tell you my reasons for starting this channel, the YouTube channel. I'm so passionate about helping the youth, mostly the female, the girls, our young women. So that's where my focus is. I've had a lot of experiences, like life experiences, and I believe that I am able to help the youth where I can, especially with our girls, with our young girls. So that's basically where my focus is right now, helping where I can through, communication, advices, motivation, you name it, but as time goes, I would like to do more, such as also helping out, with the needs, something that they might need urgently, such as your toiletries, your sanitary pads, the things that are mostly important to young girls and things that most young girls cannot afford. But it's something that I'm working on, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to start with that project very soon, because it's one thing, like I said, it's one thing that I'm very, very passionate about. It's something that I'm really, really looking forward into doing it. It's been my plan for the longest time now. It's something that I've been planning for the longest time, starting my own foundation. It's something that's also in my books. I will obviously work on it. Also, I'm not really going to go too deep into that because it's still something that I'm working on. So I'll obviously tell you more about it when it happens or when it starts happening. So it's part of me, part of the things that Innocentia loves or looking forward into doing. Then another thing, hopefully it's gonna be one last thing that I tell you. Regarding, maybe, I'm sure most of you might be asking yourself, does this woman work? Yes, I do work. I have my own company that I'm running called Purific South Africa. I've been a permanent, full-time employee for the longest time, and last year, October, I finally made the hardest decision. I decided to take a risk. It's something that I've been meaning to do, I've been wanting to do, but it hasn't been easy. It wasn't easy. It was so difficult. But I finally had, that courage and that strength to do it. I always say that, with all the decisions that I make, most decisions, it takes me a long time to actually make them. But when something hits me, when something really happens and I'm able to just make that decision, I always say, uNkulunkulu knows where he wants to see me. So the decision that I've made, it wasn't made by mistake. Hence, I am where I am today. Yes, it's scary. I mean, I'm a human. We're all human beings. So we will get scared. That fear is always going to be there. I mean, money do not fall from the trees. So those are all the things that we consider, especially with me. I'm a mother. I have kids. I live in Gauteng, in Centurion. The cost of living is very high. We have expenses, have to pay for my car, I have to do this and that, I have to pay for my school fees. There's just a lot of things that comes with being a mother. But sometimes we do need to make certain decisions in order for me to be okay mentally, emotionally, financially, physically as well. Sometimes you just need to tata ifye and put it aside and focus on what you mostly want in order for you to see a change in your life, in order for you to succeed in life. You can only succeed by taking risks. If you do not take a risk, I'm telling you, you will not go anywhere. If you want to build your own dreams, if you want to build your own empire, you will have to eventually take risks. I mean, that's how millionaires, billionaires, that's where they started. Uqala phansi and ufike, and that can only happen by taking a risk. And that's what I've done. And I'm not saying that everyone obviously has to do that. Not everyone is capable of doing that, and not everyone is business minded. So we're all different. I mean, there are people who were born to be employees for the rest of their lives, which is not, and there's nothing wrong with that. Believe me, there's completely nothing wrong with that. Then there are other people who have different paths, and I believe that I have a path that was created for me, designed for me, and right now that's the path that I'm following. I'm on a new journey. I'm taking that journey, but taking it one step at a time, but at the same time working even harder to be where I want to be. Because if I relax and not work hard, then unfortunately nothing will happen. I mean, sibanama dreams, but in order for our dreams to happen, we do need to act on them. We sing on our dreams, then nothing will happen. So that's basically me. In a box. That's me. I probably did leave some of the things out, but should any one of you want to know more about me, have more questions, you are more than welcome to ask. Please do leave comments and I shall get back to you. I will respond to your comments. I will respond to your answers, right? And there's more coming. I mean, in business, like I said, that I've started. So there's a lot of things that I'm working on. It's expanding. I'm doing this and that. I'll be launching, my products that I've started this weekend, and that video will be uploaded here on YouTube, so you guys will get to know a bit more about the business that I'm into. And there are other businesses that I'm working on. Guys, I'm a business person, so there's a lot of things that I'm doing. So if you come to me, how Innocentia, what is it that you're doing? So I bona explain, and that's the truth. It's going to be very difficult to explain. I will just tell you about, obviously, the things that are out there that I can advertise, but I cannot tell you every single thing that I do, because umama, will be doing quite a lot of things. Okay, so guys, I hope you're going to enjoy this video. I hope you will enjoy watching it, and the fact that I've actually told you guys a bit more about myself. I hope it will be easier for you to engage with me and understand why this channel, why am I always talking about youth development, youth empowering. You will have maybe a clearer understanding of why I've actually started this. I didn't start this channel for my views, for being, just to be seen go YouTube. No, that's not the reason why I started this channel. I have really, really good intentions, which is to help, and the best way of going about it was this platform. And I'm happy I started this platform. As difficult as it may be, I'm really happy. Taking videos, I will see easy. It's the hardest thing. Nosi Swami, when I was setting up, she was like, yeah, getting ready for a video, how it's too much work. Yeah, so, but yes, so this is me, Inoswela, in a nutshell. Do leave your comments. I will answer you. I will give you whatever answers that you need. And guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of my video. I think I've overstayed my visit. Overstayed my visit. I wasn't planning to actually shoot such a long video, but anyway, it happened. But anyway, I have to love and leave you. Please do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like it, to like my videos. To like my videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Inoswela. Follow me on Facebook, Innocentia Swela. Yeah. And yeah, I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I shall see you soon.